The FBI says the government responsible for Sunday's massacre in Las Vegas spent decades acquiring ammunition and weapons. Police say they've recovered nearly 50 firearms from three locations, including 23 from Stephen Paddock's room at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. 12 of those rifles were fitted with bump stocks, which allow them to be fired as though they were automatic weapons. Paddock's partner, Mary Lou Danley, last night returned from a holiday in the Philippines and is cooperating with the police investigation. And as Sally Murphy reports, she's told the FBI she was totally unaware he was masterminding such a terrible attack.
I am devastated by the deaths and injuries that have occurred, and my prayers go out to the victims and their families.
Lawyer Matthew Lombard reading a statement on behalf of his client, Mary Lou Danley, the girlfriend of Las Vegas gunman Stephen Paddock. The FBI said Danley was a person of interest in their investigation into the mass shooting, which left 58 dead and more than 500 injured. Paddock bought tickets for Danley to travel to the Philippines to visit family a week before the shooting. Her family claims she had no idea he was planning violence. She returned to the United States last night and has been cooperating with police.
I am a mother and a grandmother, and my heart breaks for all who have lost loved ones. I knew Stephen Paddock as a kind, caring, quiet man. I loved him and hoped for a quiet future together with him. He never said anything to me or took any action that I was aware of that I understood in any way to be a warning that something horrible like this was going to happen.
Danley's lawyer said she was concerned Paddock was going to break up with her when he purchased the airline tickets at short notice.
Like all Filipinos abroad, I was excited to go home and see family and friends. While there, he wired me money, which he said was for me to buy a house for me and my family.
Arriving in Las Vegas from Puerto Rico today, US President Donald Trump came face to face with victims, families and medical staff.
I just have to tell you that I just met some of the most amazing people. We met patients that were absolutely terribly wounded, and the doctors, the nurses, all of the people at the hospital have done a job that's indescribable.
The University Medical Center was already full on Sunday night when gunman Stephen Paddock rained terror on Las Vegas, but its director John Filday said staff treated 100 injured and admitted 50 patients.
We couldn't be more proud of the community response. Every hospital took serious patients. Everybody took care of them well. And we've exercised our disaster plan in Las Vegas, and it was rolled out flawlessly.
Mr. Trump told media he had left the door open for medical staff who treated victims in the aftermath of the attack to visit the Oval Office if they were ever in Washington. But when asked by a journalist whether America had a gun violence problem, the president refused to answer and would only talk about Stephen Paddock's mental health.
We're looking. I can tell you it's a very sick man. He was a very demented person. We haven't seen that yet, but you will know very soon if we find something. We're looking very, very hard. I'm actually going over to the police department, who likewise, Doctor, have been incredible.
Unbelievable.
The fact that they were able to locate that zone and get in there, they say 11 minutes, whatever it was, it kept him busy, and he stopped firing because he knew they were coming into that door at some point. I think they did an incredible job.
The president then visited the Las Vegas Police Department, thanking them too for their work.
But I just wanted to come in and say hello and congratulate you. I was a fan before this. You know that. Everyone in this room knows that. A big fan before this. And I guess if you can be more of a fan, I guess I'm even more of a fan now.
Meanwhile, mourners lit candles and laid flowers at a makeshift memorial to the victims of the shooting.
I came to the memorial today to express some love and know that the families and the victims, we are praying for them. We're praying for the first responders, and we're hoping that we could show through our love that hate will not prevail.
I feel a very eerie feeling. I feel deep sadness and shock at what transpired. And you always think that it's never going to happen to those that you love. But to know so many that were there, and to know that Vegas was my town, whether I knew them in person or not, I feel like they were my family and friends.
More than 45 victims from Sunday's massacre remain in a critical condition in hospital. For Checkpoint, Sally Murphy.